Hi folks, and welcome back to the Celtic Unrestricted View, Take Me to Your Paradise. And that's exactly where I am. I'm here at Paradise. Well folks, I hope everybody's well. Just want to say a massive thank you to the two boys over in Tenerife and all the participation. They're in different bars, the Hoops Bar, thanks to Stevie, thanks to John and that for the Bell Bar as well. I just want to say a massive thank you on behalf of the podcast. It's been great watching the lads over in Tenerife. And if anybody wants to see those episodes, you can do on my YouTube channel. All you need to do is get into the video section and they're there. They are named Boys in the Sun. That's the name of the episodes. And Ryan and Alan have been doing a wee bit over in Tenerife for these as well. Well, today I'm here, folks, to have a chat to you about the announcement just a few nights ago about Idah and Celtic agreeing a fee for the deal to be 9.5 million. So it'll be 8.5 million up front with a 1 million add-on. So what do we think of that? Personally, I think it's an absolute unbelievable coup for us. I really do. Not only are you signing a guy with quality, but you're also signing a guy who's been here and known exactly what he can do. Let's face it, guys, he made a massive impact since January. He was a massive reason why we won the double. And he delivered in big moments, especially goals of crucial times as well. You look at his 2 goals, practically in his first start for us, we're at Easter Road, where he scored 2 penalties. One of those penalties being a very crucial point in that game. And he sunk it away and ran away celebrating with the fans. You look at the game against Motherwell, or first part, they're down 1-0 at half-time. Brendan brings him on at half-time. He makes his substitution, and then after that, it's the rest is history. He comes on and scores 2 goals and a fantastic brace that day. You then look at the game at Ibrox, where he comes on at Ibrox and he sinks one perfectly well, which needed them then to go up the park and score a last-minute worldie to even salvage a draw for us that day. So, the Idah signing, for me, it's a no-brainer. I think he offers this team something different. I think he offers a physicality that we don't have. And he puts an element of fear into defenders also. So, let us know in the comments, guys, what you think of the signing overall. I've heard people saying, you know, the money's too high, it's this, it's that. Listen, you're getting a championship striker who you've already had. It's not like Celtic are taking a stab in the dark, you know, and they've just flung all sorts of money at this. You're getting a championship striker who you've already had on loan and a try before you buy. And we know what he's well capable of. He scores in big games. He scores crucial goals, like I says. And he scored in the cup final for us as well to help us secure the double last season. So for me personally, folk, I think he's going to be a fantastic signing and a big game player for us as well. But you guys can let me know what you are thinking in the comments. And it would be nice to hear your feedback on this one as well. Look at some of the other players we've been linked with. We've been linked with the lad Renato Tapia, the Peruvian centre midfield. We understand he's a number 6. He's got a wealth of experience playing in La Liga. He's played for Celta Vigo. And he looks like a player that Brendan is looking for. He's not very young. He's on the other side of the scale, which he has a lot of experience. He's 29 years of age. And he's got international experience as well. So, I'm not too sure what to think of that one myself personally. I do know that Celtic is a name that's cropped up more than once now for Celtic. So it just goes to show you that some of our recruitment has and still is being done with a list that might go back a couple of years. Who knows? Because the Sinisalo deal, in his interview, he says that Celtic were after him for some time. So we need to wait and find out what's going to happen there. We've also been linked with other guys, you know. Another name that's cropped up for us Robert Skov. Now, he's a winger. He's a Danish winger. And he plays for Hoffenheim. Again, 28 years of age. He's got a wealth of experience. And he's played at a very good level in the Bundesliga as well. So again, goes to show you, Brendan Rodgers must be looking at that kind of end of the scale to bring in more experience to prepare us for the Champions League. We do have a lot of players in my squad with a very young squad, and some guys up until last season, maybe even the season before, hadn't been exposed to Champions League level. So clearly Brendan is looking for that wee bit of help. So again, guys, let us know what you think in the comments in terms of the links by Renato Tapia and Robert Skov as well. We also need other cover in the team as well. So you look at the left-back position. You know, we have been linked with a player in Christopher Lund. Again, he's a USA left-back. He plays for Palermo in Italy. So, again, these names to me have come in right out of left field because they're no kind of mainstream media names, as I would call them. You know, it's not the same guys we're being linked with all the time. These are relatively new names I've seen pop up most recently. So, again, I don't know much about the left back at all, but it is a position that we desperately need cover for. I don't want to say backup, or I don't want to say someone to come in and take over Greg Taylor, because like I've said before, even on the podcast, folks, you're going to have to do very well to take over Greg Taylor, in my opinion, because he seems to have nailed down that position in the team as Celtic's #1 first choice left back. And he's brought a lot of success to Celtic as well. Played in a lot of big games, gathered a lot of experience. So, Greg Taylor's someone I don't think it's going to be very easy to replace. But you could do that longer term with forward planning, similar to the goalkeeping situation when we brought in Kasper Schmeichel and Sinasalo. But for the time being, desperately need cover. Going into the season, it is a worry, folk, if Greg Taylor were to pick up some sort of injury. I know most folk were probably worrying on Sunday there at Easter Road when Kyogo drops with an injury. And later on we found out off of Brendan that his shoulder popped and it had to be put back in place. Now, if that keeps happening, obviously Kyogo might have to take some time out the game. So I'm just glad that now, you know, we've made the move, and Idah seems to be on his way also. You brought Paolo Bernardo in. It was really good to see him on Sunday there, in my opinion. I know he's a bit behind us in terms of preparation. He missed quite a bit of pre-season, but it won't take Paolo long to get up to speed. I thought he played very well when he came on. Some really nice touches of the ball when he came on at Easter Road. And all round, he's just a very, very comfortable player. I do think he'll get better as time goes. I think Brendan will make him a better player. And I'm not surprised he signed a long-term contract, because obviously they're buying into the plan that obviously Brendan has. So I really do think that was a must signing also. Again, the route of try before you buy, you bring them in, you have a look at them, and then you go and pay the money for them. So, yeah, it's a great route Celtic have gone down of recent. You know, you stem it back to Edward. We brought Hodgson Edward here before we decided to pay $9 million for him. And they've done the same with Idah. They've brought him in. Okay, he's only played half the season. He's not been here the full season. But they've had a look at him. And Brendan believes in him. And this fantastic club here have decided to back Brendan. And they've gone with Brendan's wishes here and paid the money. Now, I don't believe firmly in Norwich. When the 4.5 million offer went in, I think Norwich have told Celtic right from day one, that's the money. This is what we're going to use. This is what we're going to need to get him. And Celtic what's happened there is Celtic have probably waited to see if they could maybe see what Norwich's squad's going to look like, see if Norwich would maybe change their mind on the situation. But then it's obviously a big no. Certain Celtic fans believe that the Kyogo injury last Sunday rushed things. But these things go on in the background. They're not rushed through. These things happen as they keep going, and they keep, going into games and stuff, but all this stuff goes on in the background, and we're not privy to any of it at all. So we need another centre half, in my opinion, folks. The reason being for that is you look at Nawrocki and Lagerbielka. Right now, they're not participating at all. Now, we understand that Nawrocki's got some sort of injury, but he seems to have an ongoing problem there by fitness, and he just can't get fit enough to get into the side. The whether Celtic are too physical for him, the game's too physical for him here, or it's a genuine tempo fitness, physical fitness that he's not able to get to. We don't know. Lagerbielka doesn't look like he's going to be in any sort of the manager's plans at all. So you would like to think that he is probably going to be moving out this window. I know there's been rumours that Malmo were interested in the player, and the player rejected the move. You look at, obviously, Stephen Welsh. There's been a lot of talk about Stephen Welsh through time, whether he's good enough, whether he's not, whether he's going to be able to do it, whether he's not going to be able to do it. For some reason, Brendan wants to keep him there to be part of the squad, which is fine. But do we see him playing? Do we see him challenging Cameron Carter-Vickers, or even Liam Scales for that matter, in the immediate future? I don't, personally. Again, you can let us know what you think in the comments about that, folk. But I don't see Stephen Welsh being in the manager's plans, even longer term, you know. But all in all, folks, I don't know what about you guys, but I'm very, very excited for what this season is going to have in store for us. You know, we are going into the Champions League, and we're in the Champions League proper. So we'll participate in 8 games in there before our fate is set to what's going to happen after that. So you've got to look forward to that. You've got 4 home games at this magnificent stadium here behind me. Obviously 4 away games as well. Not only that, the way Celtic have started in these 2 games, the football they're playing, the tempo they're playing at, even the emergence of guys like Nicholas Kuhn, I'm really, really excited to see what can happen. Because me personally, folks, I think we will see a purple patch, and we will see guys like Thiago Holm, Lewis Palmer. It's unfortunate just now that Lewis Palmer picked up that knock. It was a really bad challenge in the Kilmarnock game here at Celtic Park. But, you know, I really do see these guys showing us why they were brought to the club in the first place. And I think they might be the next ones to kind of show what they're made of. One, it's baffling me. One, it's been on my mind for quite a while, folks. I don't know how you feel again on this. Young Daniel Kelly, he was offered a good contract with the club, and it's emerged over the last 24 hours. Neil Harris, the Millwall managers, came out and actually spoke about it, saying that Daniel's agreed to go there in January. Now, we wish Daniel all the best, first and foremost, but it just seems very bizarre as to why you would leave Celtic when you are a part of the first team and you were told you were going to be part of the first team, to then go to Millwall, where it doesn't look like he's even going to walk straight into their first team. To me, that just seems bizarre. But we wish him all the best. We know football's a short career, and we know, you know, guys want to make a living for themselves. We understand that fully, and you can't hold that against anyone. But the surroundings of it just seem very bizarre to me. Matt O'Reilly, he's still here, folks. He's still here. It looks like Brighton have moved on. They've brought someone else in. I can't remember the fella's name now. And Atalanta keep coming in with, you know, not the appropriate amount that Celtic have required. So if that continues to happen, Matt O'Reilly will probably stay here. You know, you're looking into the next game. We play Hibs in here on Sunday at Celtic Park at 3:00. And Matt O'Reilly's playing then. You know, a lot of people are going to be chatting. A lot of people are going to be talking, wondering if Matt is going to be staying. You know, but he certainly doesn't look like a player he's going to be in a hurry to run out the door. And Brendan's already told us, folks, that we will need to have the right amount paid for him before he goes anywhere, because we're in a fantastic position just now as a club, folks, that we don't need to sell him. So we don't need to sell Matt O'Reilly. But if the right offer comes in and the valuation for the player is met, then, of course, that's a different ballgame. And obviously then Celtic will probably sit around the table with someone serious. So we'll wait and see what happens on that front. But, folk, for me, for the time being, I'll say goodbye. Massive hail. If anyone is new and has just came across the channel, please hit the like button and the subscribe. It's totally free and you'll become a member of the Celtic Unrestricted View family. Again, if any of you want to check out the videos that Ryan and Alan have done from the channel, they're in the video section of the channel, as will this one be. So you'll only get this on the video section. It wouldn't be on social media or anything at all. It'll premiere. And obviously you will be given a notification when it's going to premiere. And again, massive thank you to the Hoops Bar, to the Bell Bar, and obviously letting the guys in to have a chat for you as well. But take care, hail, and we'll see you all again. Bye bye.